All right. I think 4:01 Geneva time can be a good moment to start. Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning or good evening, depending on where you're joining from. My name is Beatrice, and I'm the program coordinator at the Division for Multilateral Diplomacy at the United Nations Institute for Training and Research. And it is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all here today for our info session, joining with the University for Peace and discussing the joint master programs that we were very happy to launch not so long ago. Today, I'm joined with my colleagues from UPEACE, and we'll be discussing different questions and answering different inquiries regarding the academics and admissions of the programs, as well as giving a little bit of information about the programs. I would like to start by thanking everyone joining us today and giving you a little bit more information on the UNITAR and UPEACE programs. University for Peace, with headquarters in San Jose, Costa Rica, is the only university created in pursuance of the UN General Assembly resolution in 1980 and has been a training leader for decades. And part of their mandate, we have created and we've partnered to offer a series of joint master programs, certificates in variety of fields, including gender, development, law, and many more. The partnership between UPEACE and UNITAR is important, and it brings two pivotal educational institutions of the UN, connecting theory and practice, targeting the audience interested in pursuing a career in the UN or the international organizations. It combines the best of academic educations offered by UPEACE and exclusive trainings delivered by UNITAR courses, including subjects on the required soft skills for a successful international career. These programs are offered in blended, hybrid, and online format, which combines face-to-face and online training methodologies, providing a great flexibility for all students and professionals in their careers. Before we start our webinar, I want to go over a few housekeeping rules. First, the webinar will be recorded and will last approximately 30 minutes. The structure of the webinar will be as follows. Our partners from UPEACE will give a short presentation about one of the programs. Then I'll have my part discussing the other program. And at the end will be followed by a Q&A session where you are more than welcome to use the chat and to put your questions during or after the presentation. Please note that all microphones have been muted to avoid any background noises. And therefore, any questions can be, as I mentioned, put it on the chat. Now, I would like to start by sharing a very short presentation and giving the word to my colleagues from UPEACE. Samira, I can give first the floor to you, and then Clara can continue. And again, thank you, everyone. Thank you, UPEACE, for joining, and as well, all the participants. Just give me one moment to put the PowerPoint on, and then the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Beatrice. Hi, everyone. My name is Samira Gabayeva, and I'm the coordinator of the distance education program at the University for Peace. It's my pleasure to be here with you and answer any queries that you may have about the program on development studies and diplomacy. It's an interdisciplinary program which delves into the field of development studies, sustainability, and diplomacy. The program is offered in both modalities, like online and hybrid. I will be talking about the online modality, and my colleague Clara will be talking about the... As part of the program, students are required to complete 42 credits, out of which 36 credits will be counted towards the coursework and 6 credits towards the independent research project, which they will undertake under the guidance of a supervisor. Each course in the program is either for 6 weeks or 9 weeks. And generally speaking, the online courses are asynchronous, and there is one session per week. So a 6-week course would consist of 6 sessions, and typically each course week will at a minimum comprise required and optional readings, a recorded lecture by the instructor, and a discussion forum where the instructor poses a question and participants are required to respond. And generally, every course will entail a final assignment. Considering that our participants come from all over the world in different time zones, and several are working professionals from staff from UN, governments, or NGOs, the courses are designed to be flexible and accommodating. Thus, the students can do the readings, watch the lectures, and respond to questions at any time during the course week without any
Maybe we're having some connecting issues. I don't know if it's only on my side.
is 5 months.
There.
The duration of the program is for, can you hear me? The duration of the program is for 2 years. However, if it is possible to complete it in a shorter time, in a year and a half, and the deadline is August 20th this year, and the program will begin on September 9th. The program also includes 3 days of coaching sessions that are conducted by UNITAR, and it takes place normally during March, April every year. The program also includes field visits, which are optional. The field visits to The Hague and the Geneva, and students can choose to do either or both. This is a very short presentation about the program, and I will be happy to answer to any questions that you have after the presentation of Clara about the hybrid one.
Thank you, Samira. I'm just gonna move to the other one. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samira. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today. My name is Clara Ramin. I'm coordinator of the Hybrid Masters of Arts in Development Studies and Diplomacy here at University for Peace in Costa Rica. This program is content-wise very related to the online version Samira just presented on. In this program, students gain theoretical and practical skills that will prepare them for an international career in areas linked to sustainability, development, and diplomacy, and therefore it is very interdisciplinary in its nature. The program is designed for a wide range of people, such as graduate students, diplomats, government officers, NGO representatives, international civil servants, or private sector specialists. And the main difference between its online version is that the hybrid program lasts 1 year. This program is both online and face-to-face here on our beautiful campus in Ciudad Colón. While you will take a few online courses with UNITAR, you will also have the possibility to take synchronous courses here in person. And the courses are structured differently than the online program because they are structured in 3-week blocks, 3 hours per day, either in the morning or in the afternoon schedule, just 1 course at a time. And in this hybrid program, you will share courses with other UPEACE students from other programs such as Responsible Management for Sustainable Economic Development or Environment, Development and Peace, as well as International Law. And several of our courses offer the opportunity to visit national organizations and institutions through field visits. And while I just wanted to mention one last thing, when most of our students come to Costa Rica to study the program here, there have been cases where students decide to take a part of it online, and in these cases we adapt. However, it's important to keep in mind that in this scenario, students need to adapt their schedule to the 3-hour course time as the UPEACE courses are synchronous. The structure as well contains 42 credits, including 34 credits through coursework, 8 credits for a final graduation project that can be a thesis, internship, or a capstone project. And the tuition fee is $19,500. The start date is August 26th this year. And on the next slide, if you could pass, there is just some pictures of our campus. So that you can get an idea of how it looks like. And the next slide, we're happy to answer questions. On this slide, you can also see our email addresses, Samira's and mine, if you want to reach out later. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And definitely the campus looks very intriguing. I'll just quickly move to the other one and share my screen again, just so you can discuss the other presentation and the second master's, which we have been very proud to launch recently. These are just our names and our pictures, but I'm gonna move quicker from here. So we wanted to talk a little bit more about the Masters in Gender and Development. It's been a very important part of our work, and pretty much when it comes to the workload and what we've been working on, it is very closely related to the other Masters. They both go simultaneously together, and certain courses from UNITAR perspective are together. What we wanted to give you as an information, again, it is very much focused on the critical knowledge in gender studies, which we find that very important these days. It's been a topic discussed on almost every UN level, and we believe that the need to provide a greater educational expertise and a greater knowledge on this topic will benefit not only the UN, not only the international organizations, but every field and every aspect of our everyday lives. That is why the connection between gender studies and development studies have been found to a very important level. In terms of modalities, again, the structure is 42 academic credits with 34 credits of coursework and 8 credits for a dissertation at the end. The tuition fee is written here on the slides, which is 9,500. Again, it's 2 semesters with a starting date on the 26th of August 2024, together with the other masters. At the moment, the modality is hybrid with on-campus and online. However, we have been discussing recently a possibility of fully doing it online, for which I would let you, if you have interested in that version, to reach out to us, and we can provide you with more information on how to do it completely online if that's something that you're interested in. Right. Outside of this, I just wanted to bring a little attention to the certificates in gender development and certificate in development studies again, which both are connected very closely to the master programs, but it allows people who do not have that much time to participate in a full master's and to do a master thesis at the end to still benefit from the courses. So you'll find more information about them in our brochures and on our website. But essentially, the idea is that they would provide with similar to almost the same information, but without actually requiring you to complete a full master's if you don't have time or you don't have the need of completing a full master's, but still having that opportunity to participate in most of the courses and benefiting from both the academic experience of UPEACE and the professional experience of UNITAR as well. To move quickly, again, here we can see the information. The deadline of applications are on 30th of April, coming in a few months. You can apply using the application portal on the UPEACE website, using the QR code as well. You have all this information shared with you in the upcoming days. If you would like to contact us, you can contact directly the website of admissions or the UNITAR MDP at elearning@unitar.org as well is a contact that you can reach to us very, very quickly. Just moving from there, I wanted to quickly talk about the experience in Costa Rica, which you can have it through the hybrid masters. You can see how much, what a diverse culture. We've seen the campus, we've seen the atmosphere. The experience in Costa Rica is something that's definitely you can benefit during your studies. And from there, I just wanted to briefly show you the optional field visits, which are usually placed at the beginning of the summer. We have one that we're planning in The Hague to see the International Court of Justice, to have the more law-directed program, and the International Geneva, which is here the headquarters for Europe as well, one of the biggest palaces in Europe and in the world as well. So we're very, very proud of the United Nations office in Geneva. And we'll welcome all the students who are interested in to have a few additional courses and to meet with us, to meet with the international community here in Geneva. Just to move quickly from there, I wanted to talk for a very important question, which I'm pretty sure has come also on the chat, is the fellowships, which we have proudly announced recently, is the Code de Pura Vida fellowships. We have had the opportunity to connect with the Costa Rican artist to create non-tangible artworks such as these, which have allowed us to create this fellowship program, and specifically to target the LDCs and the SIDS to give equal opportunities for all countries, for all nationals who might be interested in pursuing the programs. You can apply and see more information about the actual criteria of the fellowships on the website as well. And once you have applied to the programs, you can additionally apply to the fellowships as well. And this is already something that we have talked about it, so I'm not going to mention it. I'll just move to the slides with the questions and potentially open the floor to questions from here. Let me see if you will see the names. I don't know if you can see only my screen. I'll just have a minute to stop sharing my screen, so that would allow me to look at my questions. I don't know if at this point Samira or Clara wants to add something. If I have missed, maybe I can do that while I read the questions on my end. Right, if no more questions, I can see one of the first questions. So when it comes to accreditation, the accrediting body is UPEACE. So University for Peace is the one who would accredited the degree at the end and would give you the opportunity to complete the degree with them, and it will have, of course, our participation as UNITAR and UPEACE together. So let me see the second question. Is there a chance to complete the master's in 1 year as well, or is 1.5 years the soonest that can be completed? I think I can let Samira or Clara, but to my understanding is, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the question is about the online modality. Yes, it is. Yes, it is possible to complete it within 1 year, but that would mean taking 3 courses at the same time at any point, and on the final graduation paper while taking the courses. If a student is ready to undertake that much workload, then it is possible. It is possible to complete it within 1 year. We had a student who did it within 1 year.
Amazing, thank you. Thank you, Samira. So that applies mainly to online, is more possible. Hybrid, it will be a little bit more difficult to do that, from my understanding. Okay, thank you very much. I do think next question might be for Samira, and well, actually that was one of them. And the other one was, what are the eligibility criteria and housing visa policy for foreigners? And then maybe additionally to that, the question is, where is the campus? You might know better the exact location.
Okay, should I answer, Samira? Just one thing to add to the last question. So the hybrid version is actually 1 year. So that's the point, right? That we should try to finish within 1 year. And for housing and visa, we actually have officers who work specifically on that part. The campus is in Ciudad Colón, which is close to Santa Ana, Escazú, close to the capital city, San Jose. And we have convenios, we have like agreements with different host families. And we also have a database for apartments, small houses, or studios where students can easily find the best fit for them. As well as the visa, we have a visa office, and Cynthia is very helpful, goes through this whole process for each student, depending right on the criteria that the different citizenships have for Costa Rica, and they share they share a lot of support for the students, and accompany them throughout the whole process of the visa application. And also once students are here in Costa Rica, she goes with the students to migration offices and schedules meetings and etc.
Amazing. Thank you, Clara. Yes, I do definitely believe that when it comes to visits, an important question, and it's very nice to know that there is a support from university side to help them ease the processes. Always administration can be a more challenging part of an application process. I have another question. If one of the participants is asking if he was registered for the online master degree in development studies and diplomacy, is there a chance to take a couple other classes that may not be part of the required curriculum to graduate from this master's? But I saw them under the Responsible Management and Sustainable Economic Development program. So I would believe that the question is some of the courses, some of the UPEACE courses to be swapped with another master's. Would that be possible to qualify as well?
If the course is offered online, it is fine to replace it with some of the optional courses. But if it is a part of a responsible management and the RAM set, I don't think those courses are offered online. So I don't think it's possible. But if the course is offered online, it is easily possible to swap some of the optional courses with those courses. That's fine. But if the course is face-to-face, then it's not possible, of course, for practical reasons.
Absolutely. Thank you, Samira. Yeah, I understand the question and completely also with the answer. We have another question regarding the tuition fee. Is the tuition fee inclusive of all costs, or are there any other costs in addition to that? Maybe to, if you want, you can start and then I can add to this one as well.
In online program, 8,700. This is for the entire program. There is no additional cost unless if student fails, drops, or withdraws from a course, then there will be additional fee. But this is the tuition for the entire program. There is no additional cost involved.
Thank you. I think that's the same as well for the hybrid programs. The only question that I have seen as well is when it comes to the field visits. So the field visits have an additional fee, and they do not include accommodation. They include all the events here in Geneva and all the trainings as well. When it comes to Geneva or The Hague, it applies both. So you will find more information, if not very soon now, and in the upcoming email as well, with what will be included, but primarily it will include the training activities, the events, the participation in the field visit without accommodation in the full package. I would just
maybe just let me add, because in the hybrid version, it's just, I think that's probably clear, but I just want to mention it that of course accommodation here in Costa Rica is not included in the tuition fee, so you would still have to make sure to pay your rent, to pay food. But what is included is, for example, the health insurance or the visa procedures that you would have to undertake in the country, not the ones before, but things that you would have to make sure once you're here are included in the tuition fee, as well as field trips that we do within the face-to-face courses.
Thank you, Clara. No, definitely. Maybe just to clarify, I've seen quite a few questions when it comes to the hybrid modality. Maybe we can explain a little bit more how the hybrid is structured, just to give a better understanding to the participants. What are the benefits of hybrid and what are, of course, the benefits of an online?
So if you want, I can start. What I think the main difference, as I said, between hybrid and online is that hybrid, most of the courses are synchronous and here on campus. You will also have some courses online, and I think some of them are asynchronous with UNITAR as well. And some of the UNITAR courses will also be face-to-face if we can on campus. And the benefit, of course, is that you share with the whole student body in this UPEACE community, and that you have this totally different experience as you will receive your courses face-to-face. You will meet many people here. You will be able to meet your professors in person, and you will be able to make some of the field trips. I think a benefit of the online version, of course, is that you can accommodate it easier to a working situation, that you can schedule your days and your class time by yourself, and you're a lot more flexible in that.
Thank you, Clara. Yes, definitely that clarifies the question. And of course, when it comes to online, you have the biggest probably option, the flexibility of being online, but at the same time, a little bit more of a different experience than the one you would have in Costa Rica, of course. I've seen another question when it comes to employment advantages, taking this program, being part of the UN. Maybe I can just quickly summarize here what really brings and what is the most, the biggest advantage of the course is that, of course, these are the two main institutions within the UN system that we have that are part of the UN, and of course our network is within the UN. So what we bring and what we believe that would advance for all participants is that our expert professors, they have the institutional knowledge, the knowledge of the UN. They've been part of the system for a long time. They have been professionals within the international organizations. So when it comes to employability advantages, of course, we believe that being part of these programs would support you in future careers, either you're a mid-level career or just recent graduate. In both cases, this will open a lot of opportunities. You would be very well equipped by understanding the UN system in and out. We have coaching sessions. We have additional support from both the universities and the institute. So that would really give you the advantage of knowing such a big amount of people, understanding the system. And I do believe this would really be in your favor if you would take one of our programs. I don't know if Samira or Clara would like to add anything to that, but I think when it comes to employability, this is really the biggest benefit of the two big UN institutes and universities. Right, I think we're actually pretty much on time. I don't know if there are any other questions. I don't see any more from my side. We will share, I think, a few links with my colleagues here, but at the same time, you'll be getting an email from us with the full information. And if you have missed anything, you also have access to it. Just 1 second to check the links from my side if there is anything else. We'll be sharing, yes, the last email with the information here. So just like to take the last few minutes to thank all the participants, first of all, for joining, for being part of this info session on the programs, to thank especially Samira and Clara, who gave their insights on the programs. and to thank my colleagues behind the camera who are helping me with the chat. And I would leave this now here with you and with your thoughts. Our email addresses, I'm gonna reshare again just quickly the PowerPoint presentation, just for you to see the last informations, and any questions that you have, you can email us on admissions@upeace.org, or I would just give you another one, but you're more than welcome to also use the QR code and scan and select the program of your choice during the application process. I'm leaving this with you. The other contact is mdp-elearning@unitar.org. So that is also something that you're more than welcome to use. Thank you, everyone. I wish you a good day, good end of the working day, depending where you are. And I hope to see you very soon on Costa Rican campus or online. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.